Today is Friday. Oh boy.
Woohoo!
It's September 11th, 2015. This is Wayne Goldsboro Television. I'm Wayne Alley.
And I'm Kate Daniels.
Hello, Kate.
Hello, Wayne Alley. You know you don't have a first name. It's Wayne Alley. It's not Wayne.
No,
it's Wayne Alley.
Wayne Alley.
Wayne Alley.
Yeah. I remember somebody said that about Julie Beck one time.
Oh, it is. Julie Beck.
Julie Beck.
Julie Beck.
It's not Julie, it's Julie Beck.
Same with John Bell. It's John Bell.
John Bell.
Wayne
John Bell.
Alley.
Ring that
Julie
bell.
Beck.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, it's September 11th, and of course that date rings and brings back a lot of memories for a lot of people. Sad memories. This is considered to be Patriots Day. It's also Day of Remembrance, 9/11, 2011. 9/11 of 2001, I'm sorry. Anyway. So it is a Friday, the beginning of the weekend, and if you're looking for something to do, there's a lot of stuff going on around the Wayne County area. Tonight we kick off Beak Week at 6 o'clock in front of City Hall, and that will continue on into the weekend.
Lots of events.
Lots of events, and we have talked about that all week. So you know about what's going on. There's a lot of things going on, a lot of things to do, a lot of fun, a lot of music, a lot of entertainment, a lot of stuff. Coming up, we have an interview for you, a couple of interviews today. Well, I hope you're able to watch those. And also I want to remind you that every morning at 7 o'clock, Monday through Friday, here on Wayne Goldsboro Television, we have the up-to-date, latest current weather forecast for Wayne County. It's not for anywhere else. It is our forecast. We own it.
It's the deal.
That's what she said. Here in Wayne County, it's our forecast, and you can catch it every morning here on Wayne Goldsboro Television. It runs a couple of different ways, but anyway, you catch it every morning right here on Wayne Goldsboro Television. All right, let's see now. Today, I know you don't know who Lola Falana is. Lola Falana was on she was on TV as a dancer some years ago on a TV show. And I forget the name of the show. But anyway, a funny comedian, one of my favorite. Anyway.
Like a variety show?
It was a variety show. It was
Very
like
nice.
Dean Martin had a variety show.
Yeah.
Glenn Campbell had a variety show. This is another variety show. Funny comedian.
We should bring that back to Wayne County.
Well, funny you should mention.
Work on it.
Funny you'd mention that.
You should work on that.
We're working on that. Anyway, Lola Falana is having a birthday. She's 73 today. Very pretty lady. Birthday today for Amy Madigan. The actress is 65. Elizabeth Daly, 54. Virginia Madsen having a birthday. She's 53. Christy McNichol is 53. I find that hard to believe. Birthday today also for a kid named Henry Hopper. He's just a kid. He's 25 today, but hey, who cares? Yeah, happy everything. So there you go. What's happening? I got it right here.
I got it. What you got?
I got it right here. This is, I get an email every month from Paula Edwards at the Senior Center. And they've got their flu clinic coming up here on the 17th, next week. The Peggy M. Seeger Senior Center having their free flu clinic on the 17th from 10 o'clock until 1 p.m. on the 17th. The flu clinic sponsored by Walgreens. And to receive a free flu shot.
Say that 3 times.
Free flu shot. Please bring proof of insurance. If you do not have medical insurance, the cost is $26 for your flu shot. If you want more information, you can call Paula at 705-1785, 705-1785. And that's a free flu clinic. Whew. Better breakfast month. Do you eat breakfast?
Some mornings.
Yeah.
Some morning. I try. You know, I will say this. If you eat a good breakfast, they say it's better to kick off your day. You make better choices throughout and I do feel like if I eat breakfast, I make healthier choices throughout the day.
I could not agree more. I absolutely agree with you.
What would you eat for breakfast?
What do I eat?
What did you eat this morning?
This morning, I had a sandwich.
I'm sorry, what?
I had a sandwich.
Like a turkey sandwich?
Well, no, I had an egg sandwich.
Oh, good.
Yeah. I had
Did you make it yourself? I see some big boy.
You obviously forgot who you're talking to here. No, I did not. I didn't make it because I grab it and eat it on the way to work.
Yeah, very good.
Oh, I don't mean to say that.
What?
That I grab it and eat it on the way to work.
Yeah, you shouldn't do that.
I shouldn't do that.
No.
So anyway, moving along.
Back up real quick.
Okay.
Yeah, you sit at home at your kitchen table with your cup of coffee.
Not exactly, no.
Yeah.
No, but I have, but getting to the point is that I think, I absolutely agree that it does start your day.
It does.
And you're able to function better. There has been a study out recently And I don't know who comes up with all this stuff, because there's always someone, regardless of what issue and what topic, who says, well, the way we've been doing it all this time for the last 200 years is wrong. We got to do it the other way. Now there's somebody who's done a study who says you don't need breakfast in the morning. Well, that's baloney,
Yeah.
which I happen to like for breakfast.
Ew.
But that's another point. But
Well, it is. It's like I read a report recently saying milk is not good for you. Now what?
now there's some people
Now,
who
come
have
on.
allergies who
Yes,
can't.
but as a general rule, that there's
General
too
rule.
much fat in it, and that there's not enough nutrients in it. So yeah, there is, everything in moderation. But is breakfast good for you in the morning? Absolutely.
It is good for you. Hey, have you ever heard of like 2% or even 1%
Yeah.
milk? If you don't want to fool with the fat, drink the 2 or the 1 or the skim, and believe me, you get used to it.
2% is good.
2% is good.
2% is good, and it has more of the nutrient value than a 1% does.
Now,
a
that's true.
Skim, so it's good. Are you going to ask me what I had for breakfast?
No, well,
not
yeah.
care what I had for
what
breakfast?
did you have breakfast?
Do you care what I had for
I
breakfast?
care. What did you have?
So this is real good. So I always hear about people making smoothies, and I'm like, I don't have time to make a smoothie. I have just been doing some crushed ice in a little individual blender.
Yeah.
I don't remember what it's called. It's a little individual one with a banana
Oh.
and a couple of strawberries.
Oh, good.
And they're frozen strawberries, but they're still good for you. They
Yeah,
still count.
That's right.
And some milk, like half a cup of milk, and it is the finest thing in the whole world.
Wow.
Isn't that good?
That is, and that's good.
Yeah.
That's healthy.
Yeah.
Healthy. I have lately been drinking non-cow milk.
Is that organic?
Well, no, it's not like organic. It's like almonds.
Oh, like soy
Yeah, and
milk?
soy. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, and I like it. It's really good. In fact, some of it comes in different qualities.
Yeah.
There's 100 calories, and there's 60 calories, and there's no calories. There's different grades, and I like the 60 and below because it's almost too sweet.
Oh.
You like sweet milk, you're going to love that stuff. But it's almond, and they've got all kinds of different flavors. Coconut, they've got the soy, of course, but I like that. It's good. And it's about the same price range as regular
It's
milk.
regular milk.
And it is, it doesn't, if you have an intolerance to dairy, and a lot of people do, some people
Right.
are allergic to it, intolerant to it, so try that. It works.
It's good to know.
Yeah.
And why,
Yeah.
the farmer's market, which is open today.
That's right.
You want to talk about fresh of the fresh.
Oh, yeah.
It's right there from 8 to 6.
Fresh of the fresh.
The fresh of the fresh.
That's
And
right.
the number one economic engine in Wayne County? Agriculture.
Oh, of course.
Agriculture. It's quite incredible.
I can't believe I had to actually stop
you
on
did
that
have
one.
to stop. I'm like, he's pulling my leg.
Yeah, I'm pulling a leg.
You're pulling my leg. So go out and support the farmers market. These are local farmers who are bringing this out, and obviously the more we support them, the more they will want to continue to come and hopefully bring more people on.
Exactly. And if you happen to be in a part of the county that you don't have access to downtown, there are roadside stands everywhere.
There are.
Stop and buy something because they're fresh, it's local, it helps the local economy, and it helps the farmers. The farmers really need you to help support them because they do so much for the Wayne County community. They need your help. Yeah.
And it's in our household. If somebody came in and looked at what we ate as a general rule, we are not a model family by any means. But I'm trying to slowly integrate more fresh foods into our cooking. So I mean, it's kind of you don't have to change everything you're doing, but little steps towards making better decisions is where you'll get the most benefit.
That's right. Okay, let's go to our interview.
Thanks for watching. This is Wayne Goldsboro Television, in the heart of Goldsboro, in the heart of Wayne County.
Our guest today is Catherine LeChot. Catherine is with United Way of Wayne County, United Wayne, if you will. How you doing?
Good, how are you?
I'm doing great. Thanks for being here.
Thanks for having me.
All right. United Wayne, in case somebody is not aware of what you do,
Okay.
you raise funds and then disperse those funds to area agencies, and those agencies then thereby take those funds and use them to help people in Wayne County.
Yes. Raised here, stays here.
That's it. It's raised here and it stays here.
Yes.
Now, and we're talking about some pretty impressive organizations that you help
Right.
and assist. You help them in many ways. And anybody who wants to know more about that can go to unitedwayne.org.
Correct.
All right. All right. Now, you actually have, in fact, a few years ago, you looked at this a different way. Instead of how much money you're raising, It's how many people you're actually able to help.
Right, lives improved.
Lives improved. And do we have a number this year?
23,600 lives.
23,600 lives. That's roughly
Yes.
1 in every 5 people
Yes.
in Wayne County.
Yep.
1 in 5. If there were 5 people in here right now, chances are that one of those persons would be directly affected by United Way of Wayne County.
Correct.
Now, I might add to that and say that it's 1 in 5 who are directly affected. However, given the fact that we all normally have families and such,
Right.
just about everybody in some way, directly or indirectly, is affected in some way through the help of United Way of Wayne County. Now, one of our biggest fundraisers is coming up, and this is, people talk about, how many years have we been doing this?
This is our 25th annual Taste
I
of
cannot
Wayne.
believe that. 25 years. Tell me about it. What's going on?
So we are holding it downtown again, same block, City Hall block, 200 North Center if you
We're
want to.
talking Taste of Wayne.
Yes.
I did mention that.
Taste of Wayne County.
Taste of Wayne County.
25th year.
Amazing.
Yep. City Hall block. It's going to be October 10th. That's a Saturday.
Saturday, yeah.
Saturday, October 10th from 11 a.m. to 1:30 p.m. And tickets are on sale now
Wow, okay.
online. I think always that's the most convenient way.
It is, yeah.
But if you don't want to buy them online, that's fine. We have other ticket locations, which are the Mount Olive Chamber, the Wayne County Chamber, and DGDC. And there might be some local restaurants, but we haven't had our meeting with them, and that's when they decide if they also want to be a ticket outlet for
Okay.
us.
So, right now, you can get tickets at DGDC on North John Street,
Yes.
at the Chamber of Commerce of Wayne County on North William Street,
Yes.
behind the bank,
Yep.
and at the Chamber of Commerce of Mount Olive
Correct.
on Center Street downtown,
Right, and you could also buy them at our office,
At-
the United Way office.
which is on the top floor of the Wells
Wells
Fargo,
Fargo building.
at the corner of William and Ash.
Correct.
Okay, now
So-
25 years.
Yes. What started in a driveway has now expanded to the streets of downtown Goldsboro.
Absolutely amazing. And this is well attended, so get your tickets early.
Yes, and it really does help to buy your tickets in advance because then we have a better idea of how large of a crowd to expect, and that really helps the restaurants
Yes.
out. But there should be over 20 restaurants, and it is $15. Children 6 and under.
It's still
are free.
$15?
It's still $15.
My goodness. Wow.
And it is samples. It's not a buffet.
No.
But I promise you won't leave hungry.
Oh, no, we're talking 20 restaurants here.
Yes.
And if you sample each restaurant, you won't be able to walk home. Or you maybe
might
you'll
have to roll
You
home.
may have to roll home.
Correct.
You won't be able to get in your car. Anyway.
But it should be great. We have a live band this year
Oh,
called
great.
Still Kicking It. And they are local yokels. They don't do like yodel, you know.
They don't
do
yodel?
like they span the ages, I should say.
Span the ages.
I'm not really a band person. Like,
I
I don't
see.
really know the names. I just know the lyrics and of songs. I don't even know the names of songs. You know, it's
You
just like,
poor
oh, that
lady,
song.
you poor thing.
I think it's great because then I just live in like a delusional world. Of, oh, I know this song. I know it. Couldn't tell you who sings it or like
Okay.
the actual title.
You just enjoy the music. You don't get
Yes.
bogged down with all the details. Okay.
But I do think that they cover a lot of songs that I know.
Multi-genre.
Yeah.
That work?
Like I would say 70s through today.
Which spans a long time.
They have bands I haven't heard of, but bands I have heard of that they do play are like AC/DC, that Clearwater, Credence, whatever, CCR, whatever those initials stand for,
Okay.
and lots of other bands that are going to be awesome. They're great. They're so nice. Some of them, like they are locally employed. The leader of the band works at Cooper Standard.
Oh, okay. So these are local guys.
These are local guys.
All right.
We are all about Wayne County.
I can't wait to hear some Clearwater Clarence. Anyway, I'm looking forward to that.
Anyways, it will be great. We have our DJ and we'll have prizes, not to mention all the great food. So buy your tickets now.
Tickets are only $15 and available at the aforementioned locations.
And online at tasteofwayne.com.
Tasteofwayne.com.
Yes.
Online. All right. 25 years. That's hard to believe.
25 years of the Taste and 90 years of United Way.
Yeah, exactly. Which began as Community Chest.
That is correct.
And you may, if you're as old as I am, you remember the public service announcements for Community Chest some years ago. I mean, we're talking in the 50s. I know you don't.
Sorry.
It's okay. It's okay. Anyway, we're going to move along.
Yes.
United Way of Wayne County, 735-3591, 919-735-3591. If you have questions, you could talk to Catherine LeChot,
Yes.
who is not the owner.
Nope.
What do you do?
I'm the community engagement manager.
That's what I knew. I knew that. Community
Just like
engagement
I knew
manager.
CCR. Yep.
Don't ask me how to spell it. At United Way of Wayne County, at the corner, at the top of the Wells Fargo building, at the corner of
Yes.
William Street and East Ash Street in Goldsboro, and 919-3591. Thank you for being with us.
Thanks for having me.
Always great to have you in, Catherine. Thank you.
Thanks for watching. This is Wayne Goldsboro Television, in the heart of Goldsboro, in the heart of Wayne County.
Today we're talking with Tyler Whaley. Tyler is the field crop agent for the Cooperative Extension here in Wayne County. How you doing, bud?
Good to be here, Wayne.
Great to see you again. Always good to have you in the studio with us. We're talking about agriculture here in Wayne County, which is such an important part of our everything. Revenue, living, all kinds of standards. It's just agriculture is one of the driving forces that really makes Wayne County work.
Well, it's the true economic engine.
Indeed it is. All right. And we grow a lot of things here in Wayne County, a lot of different things. It's not only tobacco.
No, it's not only tobacco. North Carolina in general is very diverse in agriculture, and that's what makes our state unique in terms of agriculture.
Indeed it does. Now, we talk, the only thing I've seen a reduction in that I'm aware of, and I'm not in agriculture, would be sorghum.
Yeah, that is true.
Grain sorghum has dropped off a
It
bit.
has.
It was real hot there for a while.
It was real popular back in, I think it was 2012, 2013. But yeah, it has fallen off to some degree. A lot of that has to do with price. It follows the price of corn, so I think it's 95% depending upon where you carry it to the price of corn. So that's the main reason why it's fell off.
Is because of the price of corn having dropped off.
Well, the price of corn is dropped off. Really, the commodities in general the past year, well, you might can say a little longer than that, but this year specifically, talking about 2015, has fell off. And that, is influenced through a variety of factors, and we can talk all day about that, but specifically other countries. You talk about Brazil with soybeans, South America, you got us in the Midwest with corn and soybeans and wheat. So they're main drivers. They sort of dictate the price based upon weather conditions, yield potential of their crops, because the acreage is so big. So we somewhat look to them, and the market looks to them to determine fluctuation in price, and it's got a lot to do with other things, just like China's economy. I mean, it's tanked in the past. Well, it's slowed down, I guess is a better word, and that's influenced our stock market too. It's been down recently. So if you look at China and say it's got a slow economy, well, they might not be buying as much exports of commodities, and well, that goes back to us, and then it comes back to Wayne County local farmers.
Was grain sorghum sold to China? Did we have a market there?
Well, I'm not sure about that. A lot of our corn and soybeans go to export markets like China, but sorghum was primarily used for locally for livestock feed. It was a Murphy Brown initiative back then. So, but you look at corn and soybeans, the acres is just tremendous compared to sorghum.
Yeah, now tobacco's still the money king here.
Yeah, it's still our cash crop.
But acreage-wise, corn is the big. Is it corn or is it soybeans?
Soybeans.
Soybeans.
Soybeans, I think, Wayne, for North Carolina is the #1 row crop in terms of acreage planted.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, how are we looking in Wayne County? Any idea what our
We've got
acreage
a
is?
bunch of soybeans. I'd say last year I think we were at 62,000
Acres.
acres. So that's a lot. I mean, it's the #1 row crop. This year it's going to increase due to, decreased acres in corn, sorghum, cotton due to price. So those acres have got to be filled to something, so they're going to soybeans. I would suspect, I don't know, probably between 65,000 to 70,000, I would say. I hadn't seen the numbers from FSA, but I suspect to be in that range.
I want to look at corn here just a moment. Now, corn to me is really a risky crop.
It is.
Because the rain has to hit it within a certain window.
Yeah.
And if it doesn't rain within that window.
Well, with corn, like you say, it's usually feast or famine.
Yeah.
Seems like. But yeah, there's a critical window there, and a lot of that depends upon planting date, maturity of the crop.
Yeah.
But most of the time, you can say anywhere from June 20th, 25th on to the first week of July is really the critical window, and that's when pollination occurs. That's why it's so critical.
Okay, so but we have a tremendous amount of corn here now. I've seen lately the weather has not always cooperated in all of Wayne County. Parts of it has, but in other parts of Wayne County it's been really dry, and I've seen a lot of damaged corn.
Yeah, there is a lot of damaged corn, and like I say, if you remember and the public remembers, I don't know, it was back this summer we had about 2, maybe 3 weeks of just extreme heat. I mean, 105 degree temperatures. That alone, rainfall has got a lot to do with it, but just extreme temperatures, that can affect everything really.
Yeah.
So with the extreme temperatures, you got pollination occur, so that makes more or less grain. So you got the pollen coming from the male plant, which is the tassel, and then it falls, you have pollen shed down to the ear, the female portion. And so if there's extreme heat and extreme stress during that time, well, that can impact pollination, it can impact kernel set and all that, so that dictates yield. So a lot of our problem this year is extreme heat, and I think it was between that pollination period, that critical window that you talked about.
But we still have a tremendous amount of acreage in corn, but you were telling me the other day that not all of Wayne County suffered.
No, not all of Wayne County suffered, and that goes back to we've got some acres that's under irrigation, so you can more or less control that variable. Whenever you can do that, that you set yourself up for good yields.
Yeah.
But also other areas, if it's on good soil types, managed correctly, we can have pretty good yields. I mean, we've had some this year that's over 200 bushels. So
that's per acre.
That's per acre.
Per acre.
That's per acre.
For anyone who wondering
on
about
some dry land corn, so no irrigation.
No irrigation.
No irrigation.
Over 200 ears
Over 200
an acre.
bushels.
200 bushels an acre.
Uh-huh.
Wow, that's pretty impressive.
We were very, very surprised about that.
Yeah.
About that. But that just goes back, to our farmers. They know how to grow corn. I mean, it's been around a long time. It goes back to management, and it also goes back, I think, to technology. I mean, technology is what's going to feed the world, and this improves so much. I mean, you've got a lot of companies, Monsanto, Syngenta, Pioneer, all those companies that have invested heavily, into traits, drought tolerant traits, herbicide resistance, that sort of thing. So our varieties are a lot different and a lot better than what they were years ago.
Yeah, as 10 years ago, better than it was 10 years ago.
Oh,
That
yeah. And there's always new innovations coming on the market that's better. I mean, you can say better than 5 years ago.
Wow.
Yeah.
So we're looking pretty good with corn, although that's not to say that the people that lost a lot of corn, and people did lose. Some people lost a lot of corn. It's just burned up.
I mean, you can go to some where there's you go back to the pollination, you have the ear, but there's no kernels.
Yeah.
That goes back to pollination, and you go in some places you might not pick nothing. So you can go from 10 to 20 bushels per acre. Well, that's a tremendous loss. up to 200. So
Yeah.
there's a lot of variability.
Yeah, that's not to say that they don't know what they're doing. It's just that's
right.
just the way that
That's
that
right.
fell.
That's right. That's Mother Nature.
Okay, so we've got sorghum is down, but corn is up, and soybeans are up, and
Corn, soybeans is primarily up in terms of acreage. I'd say corn is falling off a little bit.
Oh,
That
has it?
goes
Okay.
back to price. I don't think it's fallen off much, but a lot of those acres that would have been corn, they've gone to soybeans.
all right. Now, what about cotton? Now, we still about even or level with cotton, or have we dropped off a bit?
It has dropped off too, and a lot of that goes to price too. The ending stocks in China are high. So whenever you got a excess supply, well, you look at supply and demand. So a lot of that has fell off, but the cotton this year looks pretty good to me. We've got enough heat units to make the crop. We've got rains in August during bowl set and all that. So that crop really, from what I've seen, looks pretty good this year.
Is there a chance that will increase acreage-wise
Well,
next year?
it's
do you know?
time will tell. Time will tell.
All right. Now, we don't have. Do we still have a gin here in Wayne County?
We do have a
All
gin.
right, we have one.
We do. Southern Belle, Mount Olive.
Right.
Yeah.
All right. Now, what about tobacco still king? And I've seen some good-looking tobacco around.
There is some good-looking
It's
tobacco.
ready to crop.
It's ready to go.
Yes, sir.
It's ready to go, and a lot of that, I think the big talk on tobacco this year from an agronomic standpoint was disease.
Mm-hmm.
There was a lot of disease in tobacco early, and I don't know if there's an explanation for that, but I think we had some rain early on. If you remember the tropical storm
Oh yeah.
come through, and we had probably 5-6 inches of rain in some places, primarily east. So whenever you got a lot of stress, tobacco doesn't like wet feet
Right.
early on. So if you got a lot of water stress on tobacco early on when it's trying to put on a root system, well, the root system probably weren't as good as we had liked. And then you topple that with stress, 100 degrees, that pretty much, I think those two beings come together and boom, you got disease.
Yeah.
And a lot of disease are soil-borne diseases primarily, and the public probably know this, black shank and granville wilt. They're soil-borne, and it's specifically black shank. It's moved with water. So every time we get rain, it's going to move that
around.
way.
Yeah.
So
It'll spread.
it can be devastating.
Yeah.
You know.
All right. Well, now speaking of rain, we have had off and on. It seems like the last few weeks we've had a tremendous amount of rain. Prior to that, it was about we didn't have a lot of rain. But what are the farmers doing now? Are they having trouble getting into the fields, or are they?
I wouldn't say that. I guess we're pretty much normal in
Are
terms
we?
of rainfall. Like you say, probably the past 2 weeks we've had a few showers,
Yeah.
but before that we were getting some, but it's nothing like the past 2 years where we just washed completely out. It's nothing like that. So, like we've been talking about, we're pretty much in harvest mode now with tobacco, corn, and those crops. So, I don't think. I mean, it's might have, slowed them down a day or so, but it's not like they're staying out of the field for 3 to 5 days.
Like it has happened in the past.
Yeah.
Well, that's good. That's good news.
Yeah.
So what are farmers doing now? They're getting ready to get their soil test together, I guess. Is that about November or so?
About November. And it's we probably need to talk about that too. The soil test, it's going to be like it's been the past year. So right now, there's no fee. So the idea is if you can, just like for tobacco example, some of the fields have already been harvested completely. And
Really?
corn the same.
Already?
Already. It goes back to disease
Okay.
because the tobacco just is not holding, I guess is a good way to put it, like it has in the past. And so we try to get out there and what we call strip the field, strip the whole stalk.
Yeah.
To prevent and try to salvage yield and quality.
Okay.
So going back to the soil, there's some fields that the crop has already been removed. So we kind of encourage the farmers that have fields like that to go ahead and sample. Number one, if you send it to the Department of Agriculture, it's free. Number two, I think the turnaround time now is about 10 days.
Really?
So if you go ahead and sample, send them up there, get them back, well, you can prepare. Go ahead and prepare.
That's 10 days. That's pretty quick.
Yeah, that's pretty quick. So, but there'll be a fee assessed into November. From November, it's around Thanksgiving. I think it's 25th, 26th, something like that, to March 31st. There'll be a $4 fee per sample.
$4 per sample.
Yeah, and the idea is to try to encourage farmers to go ahead and sample to spread the workload so the backlog won't be so long.
I know timing is important, but can you your soil sample, can you get it too early, or does it matter?
Really, well, yeah, you can get it too early, but we like to sample in the fall of the year once the crop's removed.
Yeah.
So when that happens, the crop is no longer taking up nutrients, you know, that sort of thing. So your indexes, they're where they're going to be.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So we like to take samples fall of the year. You know, you have a crop code on there. So for example, you've harvested tobacco, next year you're going to put soybeans.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you're going to have a crop code that's got soybeans, and that soil test is going to tell you, number one, if you need lime, if your pH is off. Number two, it's going to tell you, you know, your nutrient indexes. So if you need to add, say, potassium, it'll tell you, based upon your level in the soil now, it'll tell you how much you need to add to get optimum yield.
So it's important to time it just right.
It is.
And this time,
is.
in fact, I see leaves turning already, and yards are starting to change color a little bit. So we're in fall,
Well,
for all intents and purposes.
Like you say, when crops removed, I mean, that's a good time to go and sample.
Yeah. All right. That's we've had a crop update for you here from Field Crop Agent Tyler Whaley of the Wayne County Cooperative Extension Service. And if anybody has any questions for you, they can contact you at your office.
That's right.
What is that number?
731-1527.
Okay, 731-1527. Of course, that's 919 area code. You sure about that number?
That's correct.
Okay. All right, Tyler. Thank you so much, buddy.
Good to be
I
here.
appreciate it.
Thank you.
Your source for what's happening in your community is Wayne Goldsboro Television.
We're back on Wayne Goldsboro Television. And again, a reminder that today is indeed Friday, and that means tomorrow is the next day. And then the day after that is another day. Okay?
Okay, I got it.
You got it. Coming up at the Senior Center, which we mentioned earlier this morning, line dancing with Stacia Fields. I love Stacia. She is great. Tuesday night line dancing classes has started back this month. Stacia, as you know, is with the Goldsboro Parks and Recreation Department, starting back this month. They were on summer break. The class begins at 6 p.m. on Tuesday nights. All right. Also, on September 14th, which is Monday, Ethel Barnes is the Public Affairs Specialist for the Social Security Administration. She's holding her office hours at the Senior Center from 10 to 12 at the Senior Center. She will be available to meet with seniors and address any questions or concerns relating to Social Security. Okay? And only Social Security. Those are the only questions you can talk about. Appointments are not necessary. Walk-ins are welcome. Ms. Barnes will see seniors on a first-come, first-served basis. There you go.
Very good.
All right.
Very good.
So, what are you doing this weekend?
Beak Week.
Oh, well, of course.
Beak Week in it.
Beak Week in it, huh?
Beak Week in it. That's the next T-shirt. You are welcome.
I like that. Thank you.
You are welcome.
Write that
City of
down.
Goldsboro and Wayne
that's
County.
good. We're beaking it. Beak Weeking it. All right. But anyway, that starts tonight and goes all weekend on into next week.
That's right.
Yeah. And there's a lot of activities going on in Goldsboro. We're here to tell you about what's going on. Also, we're going to have a little fun. We're going to talk to you every day. We're here every morning at 7. This show repeats again at noon. Then this show repeats again at 5:30 p.m. every day, Monday through Friday.
Busy.
All right? And then we start with a brand new show every morning. Monday through Friday, right here on Wayne Goldsboro Television. And don't forget, you get your weather forecast tomorrow morning at 7. Make that Monday morning at 7 a.m. Every day, Monday through Friday, get your forecast for Wayne County at 7 o'clock. Until Monday, I'm Wayne Alley.
And I'm Kate Daniels.